Hey guys, and welcome back to What If Soul. I'm your host, Broken Soul, and it's time for a new episode of What If the Leaf Village knew about Naruto's parents. But before we get started, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's try and grow our community one sub at a time. So, like usual, the recap. Where we last left off, Naruto had actually worked alongside Sasuke and his favorite summon Gamma to try and fight off and defeat the Sand Tanuki known as Shikaku and Gaara of the Sand, defending the Leaf Village from an invasion by Orochimaru. Sadly, that same Orochimaru was able to kill off the third Hokage, leaving the Leaf Village without a Kage. So now Jiraiya and Naruto are on their way to go look for who they believe to be the best candidate to become the fifth Hokage. We can now move on to the actual story. It's been roughly about a day since the attack on Konoha happened, and Jiraiya is actually grabbing Naruto, and they're on their way to look for Tsunade, Jiraiya's old team member and whom he believes to be the next candidate to become the fifth Hokage. While on the way to go look for Tsunade, Jiraiya is bursting out laughing as Naruto tells him the story of what happened in that stadium. Naruto screaming at Jiraiya going, "Hey, shut up, old man, it's a good name." Jiraiya just can't contain himself. Are you kidding me? Uzumaki Blast? That's about as original as me kicking somebody and calling it a Jiraiya kick. Come on, kid. Really? Jiraiya is saying all this to Naruto just to get a rise out of him, but in reality, Jiraiya internally is saying that he is insanely proud of Naruto for being so resourceful and for being able to deal a massive blow like that to the Sandman. Naruto, actually getting even more upset at Jiraiya for laughing at him, just screams out, "Shut up, old man. Look, what's this new jutsu you want to teach me? You said it was my father's signature? Which one?" Side note, okay guys, so whenever you hear the words like Minato's signature, the first thing you probably think of is the Flying Raijin, and I agree with that. But that's not what Jiraiya is going to teach Naruto right now. For one thing, that takes precise chakra control, which we all can agree, while Naruto's gotten better, he's still not the best at. So instead of the Flying Raijin, Jiraiya is going to teach him the Rasengan like always. It is technically kind of still his signature because Minato invented it, but yeah, sorry. Apologies for the confusion, but yeah, it's the Rasengan. Back to the story. Naruto is amazed, like, what's the Rasengan? That's when, just like in the normal story, some random thug is making a ruckus and Jiraiya puts him in his place by using the Rasengan against him. Naruto seeing what it does to that guy, and he turns to Jiraiya, basically begging him to teach him how to do the Rasengan. So from this point forward, guys, I'm actually going to leave it alone, at least in terms of until they get to where Tsunade is, because I feel like Jiraiya had explained it all perfectly well in the original, so I'm kind of going to leave that the same. Naruto is still struggling to learn how to do the Rasengan, and it is sort of a struggle, but because Inuichi kind of instilled to him better chakra control and more better fundamentals, he gets it a little bit easier, but it's still very, very difficult. Don't forget, the Rasengan is an S-rank jutsu, so it's going to take him some time. It's not going to take him a full week to get it. Well, okay, in the original he mastered it within a week only because he had his Shadow Clone do it. In this one it would take him more like, let's say 5-6 days. Quicker, but still pretty slow. Now you guys are probably wondering, what happened to Sasuke? Well, again, a lot of this stuff is kind of happening the same way. Sasuke, yes, while he is getting more praise from the village after everyone found out that he helped take down Gaara, he is still getting more and more upset and plunging further and further into the darkness because Naruto is getting so much more stronger than he is. In fact, as far as Sasuke can tell, all he was the match for Naruto's bomb that he set off to take down Gaara. It's getting worse and worse. Kakashi actually wanted to meet up with Sasuke just to see how he's doing, meet up with him, see if he wanted to get a cup of tea with him at the local tea shop. But little does Sasuke know that inside that tea shop are two figures clad in black cloaks with red clouds scattered among them. Yep, Itachi and Kisame. However, before Sasuke could decline Kakashi's offer, both figures are just disappeared. It's actually around this point that Kurenai and Asuma show up, and just like in the original, the three of them go off to look for Itachi and Kisame. Side note, now this part, guys, okay, I don't mean to skim through a lot of this stuff, but again, Naruto being a little stronger and the village knowing about him doesn't exactly affect what happens here, so it's gonna pretty much stay the same. Kakashi tries to fight Itachi, and Kakashi of course gets knocked out and is hospitalized. Now after Itachi and Kisame leave and Guy and the other Jonin take Kakashi to go get rest, Sasuke actually walks in, asking what happened. And just like before, that other stupid shinobi walked in and just spilled the beans about what happened and who was around. This gets Sasuke upset. He actually makes his way over to go find Jiraiya and Naruto, because he knows that wherever they are is probably where Itachi's going. We're actually going to meet up with Naruto and Jiraiya a few days before they find Tsunade. And again, just like last time guys, Jiraiya gets distracted by a pretty woman. Naruto's left in the room by himself. However, when he opens the door, he sees again, just like last time, Kisame getting ready to fight. And just like last time, Sasuke appears at the end of the hall, getting ready to fight against Itachi. He has bloodlust in his eyes. Now, I'm not going to say that Sasuke's Sharingan has improved that much, but Sasuke is stronger than what he would be in the original series. However, it's still not enough. Itachi does still, kind of mess him up, puts him in the hospital, and kind of basically, really screws up his mind. Some big brother, right? So after the brotherly bonding moment, Kisame actually turns toward Naruto saying, "Well, I guess we should probably bring him back to the hideout. However, I think I'll break his legs. Make sure he doesn't get to run away." Jiraiya sweeps in and saves the day, actually driving off Kisame and Itachi. And just like last time, Guy makes his dynamic entry and promptly kicks Jiraiya in the face. Yeah, that got the Sannin pretty pissed off, actually dumping Sasuke onto Guy so he can go deliver him to the hospital where he needs to go. While he does that, Jiraiya and Naruto resume their search for Tsunade. Let's move on to when Jiraiya and Naruto meet up with Tsunade. Again, a lot of that goes the same. Jiraiya meets up with his old friend, he tells her that the third Hokage is dead, and he even does that whole threatening thing of, if you dare do anything that's gonna go up against Konoha, I will end you right here and now. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that him saying that brings chills to my spine and is what makes him one of my favorite characters in all of Naruto. But like always, Tsunade just nonchalant dismisses it, insults the third Hokage, and calls the position itself just a fool's errand. This gets Naruto pissed, and I mean pissed. He challenges Tsunade, he gets pretty close, but he still gets stomped into the ground like a bug beneath your feet. Tsunade does not play around. Even if Naruto... Okay, so I'm saying this right now, guys. Tsunade is strong. Even if Naruto were... even if I were to double Naruto's strength, it would not even matter because, again, Tsunade is just that terrifyingly strong, okay? And that's without the Byakuya seal. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Either way, he does still say the whole... He still does try to pull the Rasengan against her, and while it is more refined, Tsunade does still reprimand Jiraiya, still makes the bet with Naruto, throws in the necklace, and again, a lot of this stuff kind of just goes the same. However, in this one, because I made Jiraiya a little bit more serious of a godfather and of a trainer to Naruto, instead of just leaving Naruto where he is and going off to party with those girls, he actually stays with Naruto and walks him through it step by step. Now, he's not going to hold his hand through this training regimen. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to baby him. But at the very least, whenever he sees Naruto struggling, he does do a little bit, like he'll demonstrate, or he'll explain it one more time, or he'll even be like, hey, Naruto, when you, instead of trying this, try this. Any little thing he can do to try and get this bet to pass. While he does have a lot of faith in Naruto, at the very least, he does not want to see the potential be ruined. Anyway, while Naruto and Jiraiya are training, at the same time, this is when Orochimaru tracks down and locates Tsunade, and he gives her the ultimatum. Heal my arms, and I will bring back your lover and your brother. And Tsunade actually does consider this. In fact, Kabuto actually gives her 1 week to figure it out, before Kabuto and Orochimaru make their leave. Naruto and Jiraiya are making good progress with the Rasengan. The night before the bet's deadline, Jiraiya actually goes down to the bar and meets up with Tsunade while Naruto gets some sleep after a very long, hard day of training. While Jiraiya's down at the bar, he actually runs into Tsunade. The two of them talk, and Jiraiya actually brings up a lot of good memories for Tsunade about her little brother and her lover. The two of them just always gave her that spark of hope. They always said, just like Naruto, my dream is to become Hokage. And honestly, that point is what, again, just a lot of this is bad. I'm rehashing a lot of stuff, but in the original, a lot of this does sway Tsunade into wanting to become the 5th Hokage. Or at the very least, it sways her to not want to take up Orochimaru's offer. So of course she doesn't. However, at the same time, she also knows that she can't exactly trust Jiraiya to... I guess she feels like she has to have the whole world put upon her shoulders. So just like last time, she drugs him and knocks him out. Shizune the entire time has just been begging Tsunade, don't go through with it, but Tsunade promptly knocks her out as well. Naruto, again, he's been sleeping his butt off, so he's just in the hotel room, not even worried about it. He wakes up, goes to wake up Shizune, who then the two of them try to track her down. Before she does, Jiraiya wakes up the next morning, making his way to the room where he meets up with Shizune and Naruto. The three of them discussing where she could have been and where they could have gone. Shizune, of course, tells them, and they all meet up with her. Tsunade, she gives Orochimaru her answer, which is basically a gigantic axe kick straight to the ground. Essentially, she's gonna kill him. That's her answer for him. After that, a big battle takes place. Orochimaru doing his best to try and take her down with his legs only, but it's not really use. Mostly relying on Kabuto to deal with most of the damage. He and Tsunade are going back and forth as the two of them trade blows with each other. Tsunade using that one really cool technique where she actually messes up Kabuto's central nervous system. However, it's right after that Kabuto does the badass trick of actually figuring out how to overcome that technique and actually getting back into the battle to fight against Tsunade. The battle does rage on, eventually drawing out some blood. That's what activates Tsunade's fear of blood. I forget what it's called, and even then I can't exactly pronounce it, but it's the fear of the sight of blood. Essentially, that freezes Tsunade in place, which basically has her at the mercy of Kabuto and Orochimaru. Kabuto is just beating Tsunade down, bringing her lower and lower. The more blood, the more she shakes. The more she shakes, the more she is susceptible to each blow that Kabuto throws. Kabuto's actually about to blow one final haymaker straight for her when Naruto jumps in at the last second. He actually grabs the punch. Unlike last time, he actually got here a little bit later than usual, but he's able to actually grab the punch and actually redirect it somewhere else. Kabuto wasn't able to react in time. He actually gets stunned and actually takes a couple steps back, saying, "Naruto, it's good to see you again, buddy." Naruto doesn't even say a word. He just puts his two fingers together and does that oh so familiar saying of multi-shadow clone jutsu. Roughly a dozen Narutos pop into existence, making their way toward Kabuto, getting ready to fight him. Kabuto's holding his own against each one of them, dispersing every single clone that pops up. Naruto's putting up a good fight, but he's just no match for Orochimaru's right-hand man. As the fight rages on, Jiraiya looks over at Tsunade saying, "Tsunade, are you okay?" Tsunade's getting up, but she's okay. She's actually looking over at Naruto in amazement going, "Why is that boy fighting? What's going on here? He didn't have this much spunk when I fought him." That's when Jiraiya gets a smirk on his face going, "That's my student, although you may know his parents." That's when Tsunade asks, "His parents?" Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. This sparks him within Tsunade. "Your old student? The 4th? Wait, wasn't there a law from the old man? Didn't he say no one was allowed to say about who his parentage was? Like, wasn't it a big secret?" That's when Jiraiya says, "Yeah, but tell it to Jonzo. He let the secret out that Naruto was actually the nine-tailed fox. Essentially, he's made it to where Naruto's life has been an absolute living hell every day of his life. So what I decided was, I'm gonna be a good godfather. I'm gonna fight back against those rumors. So I had a few spies spread rumors of my own, saying that Naruto was Minato's son. That was actually able to help out Naruto in the long run. Because of that, he was able to make friends. He was able to gain the respect of several different high-ranking shinobi. In fact, half the village loves and respects him. And After that attack against the Leaf Village from the Sand Village, Naruto's gained of almost the entirety of the village. There are still those who do not like him, and even those who still completely distrust him. But at the very least, everyone can say that he's no pushover when it comes to being a shinobi. This, again, just completely shocks Tsunade, looking over at that little loudmouth boy who's fighting off against Kabuto. Meanwhile, back at the fight, Naruto and Kabuto are going at it left and right. Naruto's launching out clone after clone, while Kabuto is just slicing through one after the other. Kabuto the entire time is just taunting Naruto. Naruto is just getting more and more mad, until the point where he's starting to make mistakes and it's easier to take him down. Kabuto actually pulls out a kunai, saying, "I think I'll end this. Then we'll kill Jiraiya and force Tsunade to heal Lord Orochimaru's arms." Kabuto makes his way forward, getting ready to stab Naruto. But again, guys, just like last time, it was just way too cool to do it. Naruto actually gets his hand caught by Kabuto, and he makes a perfect Rasengan with his hand. Side note, okay guys, so, like I said before, Naruto's chakra control has gotten a lot better, and during this week of training, Jiraiya has actually been with Naruto every step of the way. In fact, Jiraiya being with Naruto has made Naruto so proficient in using the Rasengan. While he hasn't fully mastered it, he is actually able to I'd say like a 1 in 5 chance to make a Rasengan with one hand without it exploding in his face. This just so happened to be that one time. Back to the story. Naruto, using his Rasengan, hits Kabuto right in his midsection, actually launching him backwards. Kabuto hitting the rock a few feet away, hitting it hard. Orochimaru getting actually disappointed in Kabuto, saying, "Kabuto, I need you quickly. We need to summon Manda. I'm going to kill Jiraiya. Get my arms back, even if I have to take over Tsunade's body." Jiraiya and Tsunade did not like that. The two of them actually get ready to fight. Orochimaru actually makes his way right next to Kabuto. Kabuto tries to get up, but he's too badly damaged. However, he does have enough strength to at least perform a summoning jutsu. Kabuto, Orochimaru, and Tsunade all calling out at the exact same time. Summoning jutsu! Jiraiya summoning Gamabunta, Tsunade summoning Lady Katsuya, and Orochimaru summoning Manda. It's the legendary three-way standoff between all three of legendary Sannin. The three summons all enter into their legendary battle. It's literally taking Naruto everything in him just to stay conscious, because after launching off that Rasengan, he's knocked down on the ground. Shizune actually picking him up and carrying him away, telling Naruto, trust in Lord Jiraiya and Lady Tsunade. They can take down Orochimaru. Now guys, a lot of this fight is gonna, again, stay the same with Gamabunta actually stabbing his sword into Manda's mouth, and Orochimaru running away with his tail between his legs. After that fight, and after a very nice long stiff drink, Jiraiya, Tsunade, Naruto, and Shizune are all meeting up back at the bar. All of them discussing what's going on, and Tsunade admitting that she lost the bet and she'll make her way back to the Leaf Village with Jiraiya and Naruto. However, she still does say that it's still a fool's game and that she'll probably end up dying in the position. Naruto, again getting upset that she's still bad-mouthing the position, tries to get another fight with her. But instead of a fight, what Tsunade does instead is gives Naruto her necklace and kisses him on the forehead like the last time, proving that not only was he right, but even she acknowledges that she was wrong, and he will make an excellent ninja if he continues down this path. Naruto is just completely in shock. He does not know what to say. Jiraiya actually patting his shoulder going, "Come on, let's go home." Tsunade actually on the way back asked Jiraiya, "So, how long are you gonna stay in the village before you wander off to go gallivanting with your spy network?" Air quotes. Jiraiya going, "I'm not too sure. I might stick around for a while. I might stay a while. Besides, I still have to teach Naruto how to perfectly master their Rasengan." The four of them make their way back to the Leaf Village, where Tsunade is sworn in as the 5th Hokage. And that's where I'm gonna leave it for now, guys. I know, I'm sorry this was a short one and I kind of just mostly just said I'm recapping a lot of what happened, but honestly, Naruto being stronger here and people knowing who his father and mother are didn't really influence too much. I did the research best I can, but again, I don't really feel like it did that much to really change the story all that often. But let me know what you guys think. Jiraiya and Naruto were able to fight off Orochimaru, find Tsunade, and bring her back to become the 5th Hokage. So, let me know what you guys think. Until next time guys, this is Broken Soul saying, may your souls be ever bright. I love you guys. Bye.